Hello students, welcome to Daily English Homework. Let's take a look at the homework. It says do the CEFR level test and tell me your score. Yes, I am talking about the big CEFR level test on my website. I'm going to explain it today in this video, but if you haven't done the test yet, stop right here. Don't watch this video. Go to the link below this video, click on it, do the test. It's 100 questions. It's an awesome test because I made it. After you finish the test, come back here and watch the video and I'll explain all the questions and you'll understand where you made a mistake. Now, it is based on the CEFR levels here, which basic is A1, A2, independent, which is intermediate, B1, B2, and proficient C1, C2. So is this an accurate test? No. I am just checking your grammar. I am not checking your listening. I'm not checking your speaking. So you have to also consider that I'm just checking one of your skills, all right? And I'm telling you your level in the grammar area. Now, that does not accurately reflect your real score. So keep that in mind. It's just a guide to let you know where you are in this area. All right, let's go start the test. You can go to the link below this video. I'm just going to go to the website, which is shawenglish.com. It's this one right here. There's a lot of tests. Let's start it here. Let's zoom on. It's a big test. I'll do my best to explain. It, but I cannot explain all of the grammar in detail. I cannot explain the entire English language in this video. I can point out the correct answers and why very shortly, but I cannot go into great detail to exactly why, because again, I gotta keep this video short. There's 100 questions. If you have additional questions, just ask me below this video and I'll answer. Also, I did the research. I made this test. I created every question here, every answer, but I might make a mistake. If I make a mistake, I'm sorry. It's a tricky test and I might trick myself. So hopefully I only make one or two mistakes, but I have a feeling I might make one or two mistakes. I trick myself. Also, keep in mind when you do the test, the question order will be the same, but I think the answers here will change. Every time you take the test, these answers change. They're going to be random. Let's get started. Question number 1. I watch TV in the evening. I need an adverb of frequency right here, and right here is my adverb of frequency. Sometimes. Sometime is 2 words. That can be used in different grammar form, but not for an adverb of frequency. Sometime needs an S. Sometimes. These can be used elsewhere, different grammar forms. I'm not going to teach those right now. I am just worried about the adverb of frequency, sometimes. Question 2. She is, then her sisters. I see a be verb. I see than. I know we're comparing her with her sisters. So I need an adjective changed to comparative form. And I can see the adjective is beautiful. There is no beautifuler in English. So I know that is wrong. So the most beautiful, this is a superlative. This has to be the adjective form. She is, or the comparative form. She is more beautiful than her sisters. All right. Question 3, that is, okay, this is a superlative. You're talking about the whole world. You're not comparing two things. You're comparing one thing in the whole world. It is the best, or in this case, the most expensive. We need the with superlatives. Always have a the, and then most expensive. Question 4, to go to school on Monday. Future. We're talking about the future. So I am going to school on Monday. That works. I will to go. We can't say will to. That's wrong. We need a be verb. I am going. I am to go to school on Monday. That could work, I guess, in speaking, but for grammar here, I am going to go to school on Monday is the only possible answer. Question 5, how much, how many? So we have water. This is uncountable. So we're going to use how much. If it's countable, how many? So how much water do you drink every day? I'm going to know right away how much. There is no how quantity, how amount. These question forms do not exist in English. But how many, how much? Question 6, like some water, please. Oh, this is a request. I see some please there. So I would. We're going to use the modal verb would. I would to show very polite expression, to show politeness. I would like some water, please. I had no. 7, I very like to read books. Very is used before adjectives. He's very tall. She's very nice. But here, I really like to read book. You want to use, I'm really happy. I'm really angry. So I really like you. I really love you. I really like to read books. I very like you doesn't work. I very hate. No, I really. 8, I don't think it's possible. So I don't think she would cheat on her test. This could grammatically work, but it just doesn't make sense. So when we're answering these questions, we always want to use the basic, normal situation usage of these sentences and words. Sometimes the sentence could be grammatically correct in a very, very special situation. We're not interested in that. We're interested in the common usage of these words. So I don't think she would cheat on her test is a common, it is an expression that is likely to be said. 9, I see the yesterday right away, just simple past. She is sick today. She was sick yesterday. I don't think I need to explain that. 10, don't touch the dog's food. Dog's possessive here. That is, we need possessive pronoun here. It's going to be its. So you got to know possessive of it is its. There we go. 11, the class has 50 students. The students, so we have to show possessive form of students, a word that is plural. So here's a word is plural. We have to show possessive form, and we're going to put that apostrophe there. We don't want to show it this way, students. We want to show it this way. The cat is sleeping in the chair. Now, that is possible if you have a special chair and the cat can climb in the chair and sleep. But that's a special situation. We're just talking about normal condition. A normal chair, you can't sleep in normal chairs. You can sleep under the chair. Up the chair, we don't say that. And with the chair is possible, but a little strange. The cat is sleeping with his toy. We never say the cat is sleeping with the chair. The cat is sleeping under the chair is the basic, easiest, most normal answer. That is the answer. Let's meet. All right. Right away, I see a date. Every date is on. I know the preposition is on. Let's meet on January 15th. These don't work with dates. 14, let's meet the bus stop. Bus stop is a location. With locations, I know we're going to use at. Now, again, you can say let's meet in the bus stop if we know the bus stop is indoors, which is strange, but it could be a building. A bus stop could be a small building, but that's a special situation. Again, we're just looking for a normal, basic situation. The bus stop sometimes is just a bench or a sign. So we're just going to talk about the location. At is common for location. 15, right now. Okay, right now, present continuous. I know the grammar. Right when I see right now, it's going to be be verb, ing. So right now, I is. We don't say I is. This is out. This is out. I am studying. No. Present continuous needs this be verb, am, and ing. So it has to be I am studying English. 16, she often, third person singular. She often plays. So we need a verb here. Act, watch, play. I play, he plays, she plays. We play, they play, you play. But anyway, he plays, S or ES, depending on the verb. He plays, she plays. 17, there are many people. Okay, I know right away there are many people in the shop. These are not going to work. 18, are you happy? Is you happy? Can you happy? Will you happy? We do not say those in English. It's are you happy? 19, elephants. All right, so a lot of people put elephants are small animals. Now, grammatically, makes sense. Grammatically. But this question, you have to think, wait a minute. Elephants are small animals. That's not true. Grammatically true. You can put are there, but the word is not, the sentence is not true. The correct sentence is elephants aren't small animals. So a lot of people chose are. Sorry. Grammatically it works, but if you want the correct answer, you should say elephants aren't small animals. 20, she finished. Gerund here. She finished studying at 10 p.m. And with gerunds, studying and to study, I'm not going to go into that in this video. It is confusing. I might do a whole video on that in the future, but the answer to this question, she finished studying at 10 p.m. 21, he is taller. Comparative, be verb here, taller. There's your tall comparative form. We need a than right there. He is taller than his sister. 22, she is superlative. She is in the world. That always means superlative. So she is we always need a okay. And she is the greatest singer in the world. That looks right. She is the greatest singer in the world. Looks good. She studies English. All right, we need the adverb every day. Now, you can say she studies everyday English. Now, every day would be an adjective. Then it is one word, but when it's an adverb, it's two words, every day. He's an engineer. This is checking article, a or an. You can't say he is because we always have is. He's an engineer. That doesn't make sense. So we're beginning with a vowel sound, engineer, so we need an. How, okay, we have brothers, sisters, countable nouns, so I know this is how many. Again, how amount, how can you do that is a different structure. How much brothers? No, it has to be how many brothers and sisters do you have. 26, she has many, so we need plural of something, pet, not plural, that's possessive. This is the only plural, pets. 27, tomorrow, future, I will see you tomorrow. That's it. I need a be verb here. I am going to see you tomorrow. I am will. No. 28, she should drink more water for her health. Yeah, giving advice, giving suggestion. We're going to use the should. She must have, no. She would drink, no. Could have, drank. If this was past tense, then you could have used could have. 29, we have to. Again, we say have to. Down here, it says have to. But we never write have to. So it is a informal contraction, have to. But you should always still, even when people say have to, you should write it have to. This is just the sound. This is how we spell it. This is how we write it. 30, she was walk alone. No, did walk alone. No, walked. She was walking alone last night. That has to be walking. 31, we some chicken last Saturday. Past tense. Simple past. We ate some chicken last Saturday. This is just confusing stuff. Simple past. She, last night, past tense, she has a problem now. But last night, she had a problem last night. No. He doesn't have. So anytime you have a negative, don't or doesn't, it's going to be followed by have. So I don't have, he doesn't have, she doesn't have, we don't have. Always it's going to be have. 100% of the time, have in this situation. Please take out the trash. Very common. Take out. Outside. Take out the trash. I get up at 6 a.m. So you get up. You have to know that's wake up. And at a time in the future or past, we use the preposition at before the time. 36 here. That's new husband, Susan. We need possession. We got to show it's her husband. It's going to be Susan, possessive form here. Susan's new husband. 37. Don't turn right. Please turn the opposite way, left. Don't turn right. Please turn up. No. Don't turn right. Turn in. No. Don't turn right. Please turn right. No. Has to be the opposite, left. They like to eat lunch at afternoon. We would say in the afternoon. At noon works. At lunch. Please. They like to eat lunch at lunch. That sounds a little strange. At 12 a.m. 12 a.m. is midnight. That's nighttime. Lunchtime is 12 p.m. And that's also called noon. So it has to be at noon. I am a level test. So probably right now, present continuous. I am doing, ing, be verb, I am, verb, ing, doing a level test. Question 40. Robin, lunch at the restaurant tomorrow. Future, Robin, I need the be verb. So Robin is going to have, there's no be verb here. Robin will eat. Robin will be eating. So these don't work. Is having, you have lunch, is having lunch, that works. No. 41. This path, I have walked. I have walked this path before. I did walk. You know, native speakers might say this in the speaking, but we should use the have walked. 42, the flu since Monday. She has had. We're getting into perfect tenses here. She has had the flu since Monday. She has had. 43. Does your mom like to sing? But I'm saying do you and your mom like to sing? So we got to use the do form. 44. Just your father. Does your father work late? 45. What did you do? What did you do yesterday? That's all I'm asking. 46. If you we're getting into conditionals here. Zero conditional. If you exercise, you lose weight. So you got to know the zero conditional. When you're stating a fact, if you exercise, you lose weight. That is a fact in the world. So, and you also have to know lose, spelling, pronunciation, and there's so much you need to know, but this is the correct answer. 47, again, zero conditional. You go to jail if you hit a policeman. So present simple here, present simple there. If you exercise, you lose weight. If you go to jail, if you hit a policeman. 48, if I miss the train, I think we're going to go to first conditional. So I will take the next one. So again, the zero conditional, basic truth around the world. And the first conditional is for you today. What's happening today? If I miss the train tonight, I will take the next one. So you're going to use will or won't. 49, if it rains, okay, this is going to be negative of can't. We can't play tennis, cannot. So you need to know cannot is one word. This cannot. It can be used in a different grammatical structure, but not this way to mean can't. Can't is cannot, one word. 50, are you a student? Yes, I am. That's it. Our be verb question, be verb answer. Are you a student? Yes, I am. 51, she speaks English. Need an adverb. Clearly is the correct adverb. You will hear native speakers use these other forms, but we should use clearly. 52, please do not come to class. Lately is not the adverb. Lately means these days. The adverb here is going to be late. I get a lot of students on this one. Please do not come to class late. So the opposite of late is early. She didn't study to pass the test. She didn't study enough to pass the test. So she didn't pass the test. She didn't study enough to pass the test. She failed the test. Going to the beach is, this is talking about fun. Adjective, fun. Comparative, not funner. Although some native speakers might say funner, the comparative is more fun. Superlative is the most fun. Here we have be verb, then. It's a comparative. Has to be going to the beach is more fun than doing homework. My bike, comparative, be verb, then. So my bike is, we do not have the for comparison. That is a superlative. My bike is better than your bike. Yeah. So good, better, the best. That's how it works. Bad, worst. No, bad, worse, the worst. So, you got to go good, better, the best. Here it's comparative. So my bike is better than your bike. 56, he is in the office. So not comparing two things. Everyone in the office, all the men in the office. It's a superlative. I definitely need the. He is the best handsome. No, he is the most, the top, the most handsome. We do not say handsomest, although some native speakers will say handsomest. The correct answer should be the most handsome man in the office. 57, we're going to the mall. Tag questions. I just did a video on this, and there's a test on the website. So check out the tag question video and test. We're going to the mall. So we have a positive statement here. We need a negative tag question. We're going to the mall, aren't we? They live in London. We have a present simple positive. We need the the negative here, which is going to be they live in London, don't they? 59. If I won a lot of money, imaginary situation, I would buy a new house in New York. So we're imagining, if I won a lot of money, I have the potential, that's what I'm going to do, to buy a big house in New York. 60. Imaginary, we got anything if I were you, I would study English more. So imaginary situation, we're not going to use I was. Although native speakers will say I was. If you said I was, a native speaker would never correct you. But grammatically, we should say, if I were you, I would study English more for an imaginary situation. 61. If it rained, you would have gotten wet. If it should rain, if it should rain, that's a possibility. If it would rain, that's a possibility. If it had rained, it's going to be had. If it had rained, if that situation had occurred, you would have gotten wet. For the rest, should, would, could, they just don't work grammatically. 62. I would have bought you a present if I had known it was your birthday. So I'm starting to worry that I'm going to start making mistakes as we're getting into more grammatically complicated. As the test goes on, it's getting more difficult, and I'm going to be explaining less and less because I got to focus on what I'm answering here. Again, very possible I made a mistake earlier. At any time in this video, I tricked myself. So I'm sorry if I'm not perfect, but I will know why I made the mistake. Trust me, I understand all the grammar on this test because I wrote the test. Let me just recheck this because I don't want to make a mistake. If I would have bought you a present if I had known it was your birthday. That is correct. 63. Again, these are following grammatical rules, and I apologize. I just cannot teach all the I cannot teach the entire English language in this lesson. Again, just ask questions below if you have any. 63. I be going to university in the fall semester. I were to be going. No, it doesn't work. I was be going. I will be going. I am to be going. I am to be going might be something a native speaker says, but we should say I will be going to university in the fall semester. Just will for future. 64. I'm French all day tomorrow. So we know for the future, I will, I am going to. These are future tenses. But also we can, the point of this question is to teach that we can also use present continuous to express a near future activity. So I'm studying French all day tomorrow, just present continuous. Yeah, you could say I will be studying French all day tomorrow. I am going to be studying French all day tomorrow, but I'm studying French all day tomorrow, which is grammatically acceptable in English. 65. I saw my friend running to school. He was running to school. He may have been late. I'm going to say must have. Oh, this should be may have, so it can't be work. She should have been late. Now, we're going to go to the best answer here. He must have been late. That's why he's running to school. He must have been late. 66. My clothes last night. I was washed. I was washing my clothes last night. That's the only thing grammatically that could work there. 67. Here we go with the conditionals. If I had studied harder, this is my regret in life. I'm expressing a regret. If I had studied harder, I'd have passed this test. I would have passed this test. Okay, so if I had studied harder, I would have passed this test. I would have. I'm confusing myself, but it's the correct answer. If I had studied harder, I would have passed this test. All right, so there's a lot of grammar happening here. I cannot explain it here. This is reported speech. Esther says, I have a new job, so I'm going to report the speech. Esther said she has a new job. She has. I have, you have, he has, she has. Esther filmed an English video. Oh, passive voice here. Esther filmed an English video. An English video was filmed by Esther, which would be the passive voice. 70, they just simple talking about last night. What did they do yesterday night? What do they do now, right now? But what did, past tense, they do yesterday night? All right. 71, the teacher walked. Now, with anger is possible, but it's a little awkward. We want our adverb here, angrily. Walked angrily, and you got to know the spelling into the classroom. So angry is adjective, adverb, angrily. 72, she in the ocean tomorrow afternoon. Future, she will be swimming. That looks good. She will be swimming in the ocean. She will swimming. No. She is going to swimming. No. She's going to swim. She will to, no. It has to be, she will be swimming in the ocean tomorrow afternoon. 73, I'll have finished my work when you arrive. Okay, we're getting into higher levels here. Of your tense usage. I will have finished, future perfect. I will have finished my work when you arrive. Yeah. I think that's the future perfect tense. I gotta check it. I will have finished my work when you arrive. I'll finished, no. I'll have been finished, no. I has, no. It's got to be I'll have finished it. It has to be. On Thursday, I will have known. Yeah, I will have known these future tenses, eh? Let me check that. On Thursday, I know. I will know. I will have known, no. I will have known you. 75, if I... Oh, this is going to be, again, you're expressing your regret. If I had worked harder at school, I would have a better job now. These other ones don't work. 76, I would have been happy to help. Oh, gee, why did I make these questions? I got to give myself a headache. So many things grammatically are happening, right? I would have been happy to help you if I wasn't in the middle of another meeting. So I was in the meeting. I could not help you. So I would have been happy to help you if this situation didn't happen. I was in the middle of another meeting. 77. You washed the dishes. I would. This should be needn't have. Again, your answers will be random. A lot of students are not familiar with needn't have. That's why I put it here. So you needn't have washed the dishes, which means you didn't have to do the dishes. Why? I would have put them in the dishwasher. So you didn't have to do the dishes because I would have put them in the dishwasher. So you can say you needn't have washed the dishes. I would have put them in the dishwasher. Sorry if that one confused you. He didn't buy the new car. It must have been expensive. That's it. It must have been expensive. It ought to be expensive? No. It must have been expensive. That's why he didn't buy the new car. It must have been expensive. He didn't buy the new car. It must have been expensive. Yeah. The window was open and the curtains were blowing in the wind. Okay, so we're just describing the condition of the room. The window was open. It was not opening. It was just open. And the curtains were blowing. Now, they have a little more action in the wind. Okay, so 80, he, by the loud noise. So there was a noise and he had a reaction. The noise and the reaction is happening. So actually we're going to need ED. He is surprised or was surprised. There's no ED here. It doesn't work. No ED here. He surprised. No, we do need that be verb. He was surprised by the loud noise. What's happening here? Did she eat before the taxi arrived? No. Did she eat? That's possible. Had she? Oh, this is possible. Had she eaten before the taxi arrived? Yes. Did she eaten? No. Did she eat? Again, is possible. Has she eaten before the? Has she eaten? No. This one's a nightmare. But I know right away. It's had she eaten before the taxi arrived? Had she eaten before the taxi arrived? 82. Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen a ghost? Have you ever been to Japan? This is an easy one at 82. I hope you're familiar with the have you ever, and then the past participle. Have you ever gone to church on a Saturday? Have you ever been to China? Have you ever skied down a mountain? 83. Oh yeah, you have. Getting up to C1, C2 level, you got to be familiar with common idioms and phrasal verbs that are, more spoken language. So for this one, it's going to be hard for a lot of you because native speakers know them. They're not taught in a book, or they're not usually taught in a book, but we're familiar with these expressions. So we weren't able to find the car part we need. This would be called around. So we called around, which means we called many places. So we're going to use around. And I know that because I've heard it many times. We do not say we called up. We could use called up, this phrasal verb, in a different situation. And we could use call around, but in this case, I know it's called around. Phoned out, I've never heard that in my life. 84, I listen to music before I sleep. Listen to, just this question is, whenever you're using listen, it's going to be grouped with to, common collocation, listen to music. Listen to, the doctor listens to your heartbeat. I bought a new car that is very fast. Again, that and which is very fast. So that's all this question is, checking that that is used for explanation. 86, I'm looking for a secretary. Whom or who can use a computer well? I'm not going to teach whom or who right now, but I know this is going to be who can use a computer very well. Question 87, what time is it? Reported speech again. Esther asked, it's past tense, me what time it was. So I know it has to be ED because I'm reporting it later on. So she asked me earlier. Esther asked me what time it was. Esther asked me what time it is. What time it was. You will win first prize at the speech contest. That's possible. You can winning. No. You are going to winning. No, you're going to win. You will winning. No, it has to be you will win first prize at this speech contest. For prediction there. Question 89. I wish imaginary situation were. I wish I were rich. Again, for imaginary situations, you don't want to say I was. Although a native speaker will say, I wish I was rich all the time. And if you said that, a native speaker would never correct you. But the correct grammar is, I wish I were rich. Okay, looking at question 90, we have, when we were young, our mother, we want to express past tense right here. Did cook, love, this is not even past tense, had cooked. The best answer here is going to be would to express the past tense there. When we were young, our mother would cook delicious meals every day. For these, if she, if she had been born in the United States, she wouldn't need a visa to work here. If she was born, she can need a no. If she wasn't born in the United States, she wouldn't. No, that doesn't make sense. If she has been, no, if she had been. This is the only grammatically correct answer there. 92, if Mark had gotten the job instead of Joe, he would be moving to Shanghai. Had gotten. If Mark gotten, no, had gotten, has got, no, has, no. It has to be, the only thing that works here is had gotten. 93, I'm going faster here. Sorry if it's too fast. If I didn't have to work so much, I would have gone to the party. I should have, no. I had, no. I could, had, no. It has to be would have. I need this have. So you could say could have, but it says could had, so I would have gone to the party. 94, she didn't pick up the phone. Why? Well, she must have been in the yard when I called. Must have been. Must have been? Must have been. It's have been. Must have. Now the contraction here, this sounds similar. Must have and must have for contraction. But anyway, it's going to be must have been. I wish I could do some action. I wish I could remember her name. I wish I did remember her name. I wish I could. I wish I would remember her name. Yeah, it's possible, but the best answer here is could because I made the test. 96. Oh, this one. I get a lot of questions about this one. I wish I taller when I was in school. Now, I told you before, imaginary situations, I wish I were rich for imaginary situation. This is not an imaginary situation. When I was in school, I'm actually talking about the past. This situation occurred. And, you know, if you said, I wish I were taller, that works. But when I was in school, now we're talking about a real situation in the past. The grammar is going to go back to I was. I wish I was taller when I was in school. So when you see I wish, is it an imaginary situation that never occurred, or you're just dreaming? I wish I were. But if it was a real situation that happened, I wish I was. So that's the difference. Oh, don't change my answer. I'm already scared how many mistakes I have. 97. Ever since last month's accident, police have been... Oh, you got to know. Coming down on, which means enforcing the rules. Police are coming down on criminals. They are catching them. They're giving them fines. So I know that because I've heard that expression so many times. You might not know it. So that's what it's testing you at the C2 level. Do you know these idioms, phrasal verbs? And coming down on. 98. I'll dive into that news. So again, dive into is kind of, start watching, get into a program or a YouTube channel. We often use dive into, which means you'll start watching it or consuming that content. Oh, the last two. Am I ready? Here we go. I made these questions, but they're so confusing. This is going to be a passive voice. He has been putting it up his whole life. It has been being... Yeah, I think I got it. He has been putting something up, doesn't say, his whole life. So it has been being put up his whole life. Yeah, that's going to be correct. And 100. Oh, we used to say it in similar situation. It used to be said in similar situations. So this is top level grammar, passive voice. Native speakers are going to be confused. I'm confused. So don't feel bad if you got 99 and 100 wrong, because these are hard. Finish quiz. Let's see my score. Yay! I got 100% on my own quiz. Good job, Robin. I was worried that I might trick myself on a question or two. All right, so yeah, native speakers should get a level of C1 or C2. So that's the quiz. Let's go back to the homework. Let me know. Comment below if you think something's unfair or whatever you want to say about the quiz. Let me know, and let me know your score again. I appreciate every comment. So that's your homework, and I'm eager to read what you say about this test. Thank you for watching.